going on, everyone, and welcome back to part two of my movies countdown. So, last time I was here, I said that this was a project long overdue, and I wanted to get out and just tell you guys, oh, here's my favorite movies, my top 30. So that's what I did last time. This week, now we're cutting into my top 20. Okay, so that's what we could do today. Then next time here will be my top 10. But before I get out the top 10, I will shoot out my honorable mentions one. It's just gonna be a separate video. So there's that. Okay, so look forward to that in the next day or two. All right. But anyway, let's dive right in. Coming at the top 20 spot is James Bond's A View to a Kill. I might have mentioned this back in my James Bond movie. The reason why this makes my countdown makes my list is because couple of reasons. But one of the reasons is I love the theme song by Duran Duran. Christopher Walken plays the bad guy. I really enjoyed that. And of course, the other reason is that Dolph Lundgren has a cameo in this movie. Yes, this movie came out the same year as Rocky IV. And would you read that? He in this movie he has a small role, doesn't say a thing. Then he goes from that to playing a Russian boxer in Rocky. It's like, what goodness, this is like quintessential Cold War era films, in my opinion. But of course it's two totally different things. Here he doesn't say a word, whereas in Rocky he has he has a few lines. But hey, it's like, huh. All right, so he's kind of like the soft-spoken type. All right, for those of you that have not seen this movie, okay, the reason where his cameo comes in, okay, the scene is when Max Zorin is meeting with General Gogol of the KGB. During the meeting, he's flanked by two agents, and if you will pay attention, one of them is Dolph Lundgren. And that's a pretty cool moment. It's like, holy shit, there's freaking Ivan Drago. So looks like I know what he's doing as a double life. That's a little joke I have there, but hey, real fun stuff. I really enjoy it. Even though Roger Moore has stated that this was his least favorite movie, but of course this was his last movie before he finally retired from the role. But it's still a good story. Everyone has their favorite Bonds, where it's your Sean Connery or your Pierce Brosnan or Daniel Craig. But yeah, I don't know. But I was definitely like the Roger Moore era Bonds. It's between him and Pierce Brosnan. Those are my preferences. But anyway, enough said there. Moving on, coming up at the number 19 spot, it's The Running Man. Oh yeah, this little gem from the 80s. I know what you're thinking. Okay, whose autograph that is? That is Paul Michael Glazer's autograph. Yeah, the Starsky from Starsky and Hutch, and the director of this movie. And what can I say about this? He did a good job directing this movie, and I really liked it. And for a movie based on a Stephen King novel, yeah, bet you guys didn't know that. Look it up. It's by Richard Bachman. Apparently, that's the alias that he was going by for this book. But here's the thing: the book was a lot darker than the actual movie. But I feel like the movie was a little better. But of course, if you want to read the book, go check it out. All right. But hey, what can I say about this movie? It really just shows me. Okay, I love the whole gimmick of dystopian futures. Then you got the game of runners and stalkers. Really cool stuff. And also, without this movie, there would be no American Gladiators. So think about that for a sec. All the stalkers had their different quirks or gimmicks. You had Sub-Zero played by Toru Tanaka, pro wrestler. Then you had Jesse Ventura playing Captain Freedom. You had Jim Brown playing Fireball. Yeah, all these great little characters. You got all these great professions. Jim Brown football. You got wrestlers. You got practically a who's who of legendary tough man, as I call them. Playing these great characters. I really enjoy it, and Arnold is just top in this movie. I really enjoyed it, and I don't know. Everyone has their favorite Schwarzenegger movie, but I really enjoy this one. It's just awesome. I love the whole futuristic dystopian stuff. But hey, it's Hollywood, people. I really enjoy it. Good stuff. I'd say if you've not seen The Running Man, you're definitely missing out. So, well worth it. All right, coming in at number 18, Super Troopers. Yeah, I could probably write a whole book about the Super Troopers, but what can I say? Best story comedy out there, depending on what your ideals are. But still, it's really fun. There's so many good cool moments and quotes I can think about throughout this entire movie. I was thinking of lumping this together with the sequel, but I feel like this one definitely had more impact on me. But hey, a couple more repeat villains of Super Troopers 2, and maybe it'll probably be on the same level. But I don't know. Okay, they're both good. I definitely prefer this over the sequel because hey, it has so many moments, good characters. Farva, my God, he is, how can I explain Farva? It's like, he's that obnoxious bully that you want to see get his ass kicked, but then at the same time, you got to cope with him. So he's kind of like Jim from The Office. So, not Jim, Dwight from The Office. You just want to get his ass kicked, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Hey, real fun stuff. Check it out if you're not seeing it. Coming at number 17 is The Outsiders. This gem, noticing a trend here from the 80s, and we're not signed by Ponyboy. C. Thomas Howell. Yeah, and what can I say? I love the book. When I first saw this movie, I was like, oh wow! I felt like the movie did a good, justful adaptation of Hilton's novel, or Hinton's novel. Pardon me. I really enjoyed it. But of course, here's the thing: when you make a book to screen, usually it's like hit or miss. But of course, here's the thing: they take the best things from the book, but then at the same time, they add some of the good stuff. Here, I feel like it hits like a medium. It's like they took the best stuff and Coppola really ran with it. I really liked the whole thing, and like I felt like everyone really meshed into their characters really perfectly. Like C. Thomas Howell, good work. Diane Lane, my goodness, good. She did great as Sherry. Look at the cast. It's like a who's who of '80s people, and like it's just great how they just really meshed into their roles. Like and Tom Cruise, Emilio Estevez, Patrick Swayze, good stuff. And I talked to C. Thomas Howell, and he's like, he really had fun making this movie, and like he definitely missed Patrick Swayze. So Patrick, wherever you are, miss you. You're one cool cat. Coming in at number 16, it's GoldenEye. Yeah. Of course, more VHSs. So, yeah, more VHSs out here. But anyway, believe it or not, this was the first Bond movie I ever saw. One of the first Bond movies I ever saw. And I really enjoyed this one. And also, I remember the video game tie-in, or the actual video game adaptation. And, like, my brother and I would play the heck out of that. So, but hey, that's a story for another day. But I really enjoyed this. I love the whole story. There's a Russian satellite that has a power to like nuke a target from space, kind of thing. Damn, or electromagnetic kind of thing. Really good stuff. Good cast. And of course, another thing that I really like about this movie is the gadgets, the exploding pen that Q came up with. Like literally, my brother and I would just constantly like trick each other, be like, "Hey, I got a pen grenade," kind of thing. Oh man. Definitely quintessential Bond, and as best. I'd say I'm gonna say this right now. I feel like this was one of Pierce Brosnan's best Bond work. In his tenure as the character. People have their opinions about different Bond actors, like I mentioned earlier. But to me, I feel like Pierce Brosnan does get a lot of respect. Of course, he's one of my personal Bonds. He's right up there with Connery and Moore. But good movie all around. It's him at his finest. Enough said there. Coming in at number 15, it's True Lies. Holy hot damn, yes. Another Schwarzenegger gem here, yeah. Also noticing another trend here, it's more like spy thrillers kind of thing that's making this top 20 spot, top 20s. Okay, but anyway, what can I say about True Lies? I feel like this was a really cool role that Schwarzenegger took up. Instead of playing like a warrior or a robot from the future, he's playing like just an average everyday guy who's actually living a double life kind of thing. He's trying, keeping his real work from his wife kind of thing. He's a government agent. What can I say? And this movie kind of hits like the mid mark between what's real and what's not in the world of espionage. But hey, I really like it. Plus, the villain of Salim Abdulaziz, holy shit. If I had to make a Hall of Fame of villains, he is definitely up there. Like, this guy is essentially like this character is definitely grounded in real life. Well, hello, Osama bin Laden kind of thing. Think about that. I'm like, dear God, like he had the viciousness. Like, dear good God, it's like that domestic terrorist kind of thing. And Art Malik did a great job playing this character. And it's like a really scary. And this story kind of hits home to me, and I really enjoyed it. There's some really good stuff. There are some laughs that I definitely enjoy from this movie because the dialogue is there. Of course, it's just Schwarzenegger being Schwarzenegger kind of thing. And here's another interesting thing. Do you know True Lies was gonna have a sequel? Yeah, bet you didn't know that. Apparently, but the reason why it never happened is because the plot was vague, had similar to events of 9/11. So I think it was a smart idea that they didn't do it. But although I would be in the running for a True Lies sequel. So hey, Hollywood, wake up! I'd love to see this happen. Do something about it. Coming in at number 14, Total Recall. Yes, from one Schwarzenegger movie to another, Total Recall, and I have it on this. This is like a 3-movie set with Terminator 2 and Red Heat. Of course, I reviewed Red Heat on my Action Sunday stuff. But what can I say about Total Recall? Good stuff. Like it's one of my favorite Schwarzenegger movies. I feel like more often than Running Man and the Terminator. But of course, everyone has their own, and I really like this because once again, more sci-fi stuff, more grounded, and more grounded stuff that you expect from the 80s. But even though it came out in like early 90s, but good. But I just love the whole set piece, like it plays true to the novel. I understand, or short story. But hey, it really works. You take what you got and you run with it. And like, my goodness, the aliens, creature effects looked amazing. And like, compared to the 2012 remake, this was better, because 2012 remake was just shit. Okay, no Mars references whatsoever. Here, definitely is the best one. Okay, so don't watch the remake. But what else can I say about Total Recall? It's Total Recall. Awesome stuff. Arnold has some great dialogue. Sharon Stone is in it. Michael Ironside, I really like his character. Man, so much good stuff you can probably think about for Total Recall. And yeah, enough said there. If you have not seen it, go check it out. Avoid the remake. Enough said there. Okay, coming in at number 13, Dracula. Yeah. What can I say about Dracula? It's one of those books that I fell in love with years ago. And what can I say? It's a classic Universal movie. Bela Lugosi is just great. And it's like, to me, this is just Hollywood in its golden age. Just shows us, hey, these guys know what they're doing. They make their jobs look good. Like, and Bela Lugosi just takes his role and just runs with it. Edward Van Sloan plays Van Helsing, and believe it or not, this is not the only movie where he's in a horror movie. He's in this. He's in Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein. So noticing a trend here, it's like he's trying to play that one character. He's trying to find out who the villain is. He's just trying to track him down and kill him, kind of thing. So interesting stuff. So enough said there. You probably seen me showing this in my last episode. Yeah, it's on a big mega pack with the R movies. So yeah, hard to believe that. Can't believe that I can't believe it's been over like 80 something years that Dracula's been out, and it's still a good timeless classic to this day. It's just remarkable. Enough said about Dracula. Coming in at number 12, Ghostbusters. Yeah. The superior version, in my opinion. The Melissa McCarthy one, I did not like whatsoever. But this one, what can I say? It's more cheese at its finest. Bill Murray is just owns his shit here. It's like he's like that. He's like the more he takes the role, just this laid back role, and just runs with it. And like so many memorable moments out of this movie, it just makes you just say, "Oh my god, I want to be a Ghostbuster," kind of thing. And hey, I'm still a Ghostbusters fan to this day. And of course, yeah. I always wanted to like have an Ecto-1 or something like that. But hey. Good stuff. No, I love the cast. I love the setting. All the quotes are all there. It's just great. And of course, one of the quotes has actually been etched into cinema history as a good insult. You know what I'm talking about? This man has no dick, kind of thing. Yeah, that's possibly one of the best Hollywood insults ever on the list. Go look at it. Go look it up. Good stuff. And now for my number 11 spot, I don't have an actual physical copy on me, but it's Guardians of the Galaxy. What can I say about Guardians of the Galaxy? It is a badass, awesome superhero movie. I just love it. It never gets old. I love watching it over and over again. But wait, hold on. It's Volume 1 that I like. Volume 2, give it some time to grow on me. I kind of marked out a little bit when I first saw it. When I saw, oh shit, it's Kurt Russell playing his dad. But I'm like, oh my god, this is just great. But I definitely like the first one more because of the whole location, of the whole like different. It's essentially like a Star Wars movie, but with superhero kind of thing. That's pretty much how much I can put it in a nutshell. And my goodness, good stuff. I love Bradley Cooper as Rocket, but of course, for some odd reason, comics Rocket raccoons sound like freaking Jason Alexander. I don't know why I'm making that, but hey, that's how it works. And let's see, Groot. My goodness, we all love Groot. What can I say? I love Groot. And let's see, Dave Bautista, great work as Drax. And of course, I feel like this was definitely a role bred for Batista, because hey, after his days wrestling, and because of his attitude problem, but of course I don't want to talk about that, he definitely fit into the role of this character perfectly. And yeah, of all the crap that he's done before this, like when he was in the Scorpion King 3, he was in House of the Rising Sun, which I heard were just garbage compared to this. And here I feel like he's like, okay, I had a couple of failures, but now here's the big money maker. Oh yeah, now I'm in a big blockbuster instead. And yes, he definitely has reached that blockbuster status kind of thing between this and Spectre kind of thing. But of course, I'm getting a little off topic. Awesome stuff all around. Guardians of the Galaxy, amazing soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. That's another thing that I think we all drew the juice to this movie, was the soundtrack. Yeah, not much else I can say. I love Chris Pratt is definitely has star power written all over him. Okay, so yeah, so that's my top 20 spots, top 20 today. So I want to hear yours eventually. Stay tuned for more awesome videos, and stay tuned for the top 10. All right, take care, folks.